And right now, there's nothing really specific that I wanted to really touch base on here. I just kind of been, checking out the charts, scrubbing through the scanners, and just a few stocks out here that's been catching my attention. And I just kind of wanted to, provide y'all an update on what's going on with some of these, maybe some of these new trades, as well as an update on some of these trades we talked about previously on some of the other videos there. But for all you new viewers out there, if you aren't already familiar with what we do on this channel, we're trying to call out some of these pre-breakout stocks. We like to look for stocks that are hitting certain levels, whether they got some news, something coming out here in the next few days, next couple of weeks, but they're technically hitting certain, indicators to where we're looking to buy in some of these stocks before they make some big moves. And if those are things you're looking to do as to how we trade and how we strategize on some of these stocks, you got to be in the know. But in order for you to be in the know, you have to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be in the know every time I drop one of these. But let's go ahead and dive right into y'all. We got 4 of our top picks up on the charts as we normally do. Maybe we'll scrub through the scanner here also, see what else we got going on here. As you know me, I keep my scanner full of action. We got some green and some red, both sides, but we keep the plays coming in here, y'all. But off the back here, we're gonna talk about SEEL Therapeutics. I also want to touch base on Green Edge Generations, which is GREE ticker symbol. We got Progenity, PROG, PROG, and then also want to fill y'all in on Sphere 3D, which is ANY. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and dive right in here. Stock number 1, we have SEEL Therapeutics, ticker symbol SEEL, SEAL. And as you can see here, we got the daily chart up here. This is the daily, and as you look at the daily, what do y'all see here? What stands out? Well, we can see that we had a low of that 77 cents a year ago from today, 11/23 back in 2020. And we have that high of 660, right, which happened in about April, end of April there. So we had a 4-month or about a 6-month run there. So in the course of 6 months, you were able to 6 times, maybe 7 times your money in 6 months last year. Well, we're looking to do the same this year. As you can see, same time last year, we're already kind of a little over double where we were last year. 195 today. We actually came down yesterday to 170. That would have been a perfect time to get in here. So I bought in yesterday, you already know. But I bought some more today too as I started to see that push up. Started telling me we're starting to push back up here. But I know they got a conference coming presentation at the end of the month. They got a lot of things that's been going on this month here, which we'll probably fill y'all in here shortly. But look at the price action going off of the history, hitting that high, and we sold off, going off of some news that was released. It wasn't the most positive at the time, going off of one of their clinical studies they had, which caused the price to drop. And then since then, the bears kind of took over, and we've kind of been consolidating since under this 200 exponential moving average, just this dark blue line. But yeah, going into the new year here, I'm really starting to feel like we're going to start to push back up, as we started to see the trend last year happen around the same time. We broke out around, first week or so of December, 9th or 10th. And we start to trend back up here the 23rd, 23rd. And maybe we'll start to see that green, those bulls come back in. So knowing that we have that presentation here, I believe it's 29th and the 30th, y'all. They're gonna have the annual ALS1 research symposium. But yeah, it's like an ALS convention here with leading ALS researchers and doctors and practitioners, focused on finding treatments for ALS and novel approaches to improve care and quality of life for individuals currently living with the disease. And they've been working on different, pharmaceutical medications and things like that they have studies going on right now as we speak. And they're looking to make a difference in the world. I believe they had some positive data that they released a few weeks back. Not only that, here back on the 8th, as you can see, they actually have their SLS drug, SLS005, I believe it's just the one it is. Yep. The orphan drug designation, spinocerebellar ataxia type 3, which is the most common type of SCA. This is actually was submitted and accepted by the FDA here. So, accepted investigational new drug application. So that's a good thing too. We can get that approved. We're looking to see an increase in price, but they have some other things going on also as far as their treatments behind their disorders of suicidality, post-traumatic stress disorder, and depression also. So this company's looking to do some big things. There's also a lot of gossip that I'm not sure how true it is. Don't hold me to that, but that AbbVie or Johnson & Johnson may acquire this company. Looking to partner up, and maybe they can do some bigger things here in the near future. I mean, who knows? These are just things that I'm hearing, but B. Riley's covering the stock also, as you can see, and he's putting a buy rating on this stock of a $10 price target. We have 6 other analysts also have buy ratings on this stock right now with a strong buy. So right now is the time to get in, y'all. We're at a low. So once we break above this 250, we're gonna probably keep pushing up to where 350 will be the next, and so on. We got the dollar gap and all the way to the top there. But I'm calling it, y'all. So last year is when we started to trend up, and then we didn't come back. So it's a good time, to kind of see it for yourself. So we're looking around this time here. So yeah, I'm feeling real good about this one, y'all. If y'all aren't already in the know, you got to get in the know. Add it to the watch list, y'all. SEEL Therapeutics, SEEL. Check them out. Read up on them. If y'all aren't familiar with what they're doing, you got to check it out, y'all. It doesn't hurt to read. It's how you familiarize yourself with what's going on with some of these companies, and you have more confidence in putting your money and investing in these things, But let's go ahead and dive right into stock number 2 here. We have GREE. Ticker symbol GREE, Greenidge Generation Holdings. Now this company here, also known as SPRT, a few months back, we've made a good price gap up here. Back in the day, we bought in at $4, and as you can see, we've gotten to a high of $91. I mean, I didn't necessarily ride it all the way. If I would have known that, yeah, I would have been there. I sold out. I think it was around like right here. Actually, I didn't even make a lot of profit. I didn't think they would squeeze it this high, and they did. I mean, there was a talk about it, don't get me wrong. And then it happened again. And we've come all the way back down since then. This was back on $91 back September. But we still got about a $79 to $85 price target on here. And they're looking to expand their operations also here. Right now, I believe they're stationed in New York City. But they're looking to expand, whether it be South Carolina or into Texas here. But they did invest some money into some property, and they're buying some more of these Bitcoin mining machines. I think instead of 10,000, they're looking to do 22,000 into the second to third quarter of 2022. And they're looking to do some big things here, y'all. Let's go ahead and see what news they got published here lately. Not only that, they're saying it's a high short squeeze candidate. The revenue, the earnings weren't the best. They had revenue come in, but they didn't hit the targets that was expected of them. But they did bring in some good revenue. They got some other, change of management going on behind the scenes there and things like that. But nothing too crazy here really going on. But as you can see, looking to develop a new location there. So as they expand, that's just more money to be made. They got money being made in one location, move it to another, move it to another. They got making money 3 times. So why wouldn't they double up, triple up in price? Not only that, Bitcoin is the future, y'all. They're mining it. As we move into 2022, we're going to start to see Bitcoin increase little by little, more and more. We're already tapping at 68,000, 70,000. They're saying by 2024, Bitcoin should be around 500,000. And if they're mining these companies are going to be going up as well. So if you aren't even invested in the crypto market itself, these companies are another opportunity to kind of do that. You know what I mean? So I kind of got shares in some of these companies also. And if I can get in now at $19, and we're talking, $80 price target, 24, you're looking at 3-4 times your money, y'all. And that's a good time to buy. If we come to the down to the low side, I mean, we might come down to $11 if we come down to 11. But look at the time you have to come all the way down here. I'm sure we'll find that before we get this low. We'll probably see a downtrend before we come all the way down this low. And for me, you know, $10 to the low side compared to $60 to the upside, I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? So just always, you know, plan your risk. Y'all always know when to get in, when to get out. Right now, I would say it would be a good indication as long as we're closing where we need to close. Right now probably wouldn't be the best time to buy in. I would wait for this 5 minute candle to close to the upside, maybe possibly around this $20 mark. But if you do want to take the chance and buy in at a lower rate, you can. It's always your option there. But just know this can always come down. We got to always show that conviction over certain levels to know if we're actually going to be pushing to the upside. And excuse me, a green day candle is a good indication on the day. You know, right now our dailies, we were showing that downtrend here over the last few days, and we may come down a little more. I don't know. We might just push sideways. I know it's the holiday week, but I really don't feel, I mean, who knows? Bitcoin could rise overnight and we might see an increase on these also. I know ANY, which we're going to talk about also today, we've seen a nice gap up here this morning, seeing a little movement in Bitcoin. So we can definitely see some price action if we do see the crypto market recover also coming into the weekend here. But yeah, y'all, this is a good time, I feel, to get into some of these stocks here. GREE, I've been holding this one for a while, been following it for months, and I just happened to buy back in once I started to analyze here around that $20 mark. As you can see here, we did come down yesterday, testing that $18 or so. But we can definitely squeeze back up here pretty fast. You see 2046 we hit this morning, we just come back down. So as we start to curl back up, I think the day to break back up here is going to be coming here real soon. So if you aren't already watching this one, y'all, add it up, man. You know me, I keep a hefty watch list. Some people are like, how come you don't separate it by, you know, sector or by, you know, different plays you do? Because I keep an eye on everything. I want to know when something's moving. I don't want to have to look for it. I'm going to know if something's moving. I'm going to see it gap up. So this is always what I like to use as far as my scanner goes. I add them as I go, and I remove them as I go. But alright, y'all, let's go ahead and move on here. Stock number 3, Progenity, PROG. This one's been fun over the last few weeks here, y'all, the last couple of weeks. As you can see, we came down from this low at 89 cents. Now, I told myself at the time, no, actually, it wasn't this low. I take that back. We're right around like $2 or so. Yeah, it was like right here maybe. And there was some news going on about it. I started looking at it, some attention drawing in, started seeing volume building up. I called this, I had a Discord we were using at the time. I kind of removed myself from that channel. There wasn't too much action going on as far as activity and things, so there's really no point in being in there live. It's just taken away from my trading time and my work at home. But in the Discord, though, I did announce, you know, as far as the breakout opportunity on this one around $2. Those of y'all that were in the chat, I do believe we had a couple of our people in there, our members that were able to get on board at the time. I'm not sure if they're still holding it, but if you are, y'all probably rode it all the way up to 6, and that was a good run, y'all. I got in around 340. Broke out here. I was playing with some other stocks, but as I continue to watch them on the watch list, I seen it come back down, and I was watching it until it came back down and tested a level. Now, as it came back down and tested these levels, that's when I told myself this is another buy point. So I got in at the perfect time here. Bought in, boom. We gapped up the next day. You know, so bought in, gapped up the next day, and I could have sold. I should have. Could have bought back in on the low again, but I didn't. You know, it happens. And right now we're riding it. You know, we're holding that $4 mark here. Reason why I colored this kind of yellow, this line, so you can see the history here. And we're looking to hold right here as well as right here. And we can hold that as support. We're starting to feel bullish again, y'all. We've already broke out of this 200-day exponential movement, and as we get our 50-day to start trailing behind it, really feel like we're gonna start seeing these higher prices real soon. So we have that all-time high of 786. Let's check out the weekly here. But we have an all-time high of 1592. So last week we had a nice green bullish week, but we're seeing that resistance there around $6 or so, as you can see. But we turn red. We're holding 4. Maybe next week we'll see another bullish run there. But yeah, we've already broke above that 50-day on the weekly. So our next level, 852. We can break 852. I mean, we'll be seeing these highs real soon. Not too soon, but soon enough, right? This is a weekly, so sometime next year we may be up here, March or April or so. It's possible if we continue trend. But we'll dig in a little deeper on the analysis as we start to move higher there. But just had to call it, y'all. $4 is a good time to get in. As you can see here, we're holding support. This would be a better buy point down here around 350 or so, but 397, y'all. I'm feeling comfortable there. Still get a $2 upside, right? Dollar downside. So it's a good opportunity. I see it. PROG, y'all, add it. Put it up there. We've had a lot of volume over the last couple of weeks. You can see our daily average, 118 million shares. Today a little less. Yesterday we're close to 100. We started to kind of die down a little bit over the last couple of days this week. So I really don't think this week we're going to see much upside again, but possibly next week we might see a push up again. I do know they had some positive news also they were talking about this morning, I think. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Or maybe that might have been some bad news, I don't know. Virginity shares drop 8% after getting a $44 million from warrant exercise. I would think that's not a bad thing though. I think it's just, the holidays itself. See, if they're able to achieve what they need for the next 12 months, I would think that's a good thing. People just look at it as a money thing, and that's what causes them to do that. But see, we already pushed back up, 399, 404. I'm not really hesitating on that there. I'm still feeling comfortable. But yeah, y'all, this is another good one, y'all. PROG. Go ahead and add it up. Alright, man. Stock number 4, ANY Sphere 3D Corp. I had to fill y'all in on this one here. We've had this one's been real volatile over the last week or so here. Let's go back to the daily. So yeah, as you can see here, we've been making a good run on this dash line, this light dash blue line, dash line here. As you can see, we've been trending up on the daily. Excuse me. Had a nice good run, bullish run there, 1198 hitting that high, and started to consolidate little by little, pushing down. We broke up again, but yeah, they're starting to sell us short now. As you can see, they had their earnings come out and they made revenue. They didn't hit what they thought they were going to hit though. We get back down, and then we come all the way back down to this low. So as you can see, this is a previous low history support here on this one, about $4. We haven't come all the way down that low yet. As you can see, we bounced around 470 or so, I believe is where we touched that earlier. But today we had a nice green candle form as we started to see Bitcoin recover in the market there. We started to push back to the upside here. I'd like to see us back into this channel here. I'd hate for us to start feeling more bearish. Right now it seems like a tug of war, but as we break back above this green line here, this will be my buy point here. So if you are looking to scoop up more shares, I would think this would be a good time to buy in if you aren't already buying in at a low here. But it can always reverse and come back down. But if we can break back above this green line and back into this channel, which is the dashed line, I think we would be able to push back higher. I know they have their merger coming soon on their announcement with Gryphon Digital, which is a Bitcoin mining company. They're looking to merge here and looking to partner and do some big things come in the near future as far as Sphere 3D's technology and their business aspects and things like that. But with the crypto market and cryptocurrency looking to double up year to year, I really feel like these mining companies are going to be moving up in price. I compare Annie as well as like Greenidge Generation, which is GREE, to Riot and Marathon. As you can see, Mara, we're at 52. We like a week ago we're at like $85, but there was a subpoena or something submitted on this company for something within their business to file some type of financial reporting or something, which caused their price to it took a nice drop. But they're starting to push back up and recover. Maybe they're waiting to see on what the news is behind that. But you can see they have that all-time high of 83 bucks right there. Riot also has been pushing up. Riot has that high of 79.50. You know, and they were about $35 still, which is still a lot higher than where we're at here. You know, so I really feel like we can closer to $20 at least. You know, feeling a little more comfortable. But I'm going for the long ride, y'all. Bitcoin's the future, and this is the next thing to it, is these companies that are mining it. You know, you can't get your hands in the crypto market, well, you can get in now at a low on some of these here. But try to find y'all a spot, y'all. We're taking it for the long ride. I could have sold, but I didn't. You know, I've been riding it since over here. I bought in at like $4, you know, give or take. Maybe it was right here somewhere. You know, so, you know, it's not over yet, y'all. It's not over yet. But we'll see how the next week or so plays out. See if we can see anything on the weekly here. Whoa. Yeah, my weekly ain't the best on that stock, so that's a negative. But yeah, y'all, those are some of the plays we're looking to do. I've also been keeping an eye on, let me show y'all one of these EV plays I'm looking at. GGPI, is that what it's called? So GGPI is a EV maker, a vehicle maker, or I think it's a SPAC company looking to merge with a vehicle EV maker, which was Polestar. If y'all don't know what Polestar is, I believe it's a Volkswagen company or something like that. But they're developing their own cars. They're a private company right now, and they're already selling cars. They're selling electric cars just like Tesla, and they're not even public. As far as how profitable they are, these are things that I haven't done enough research on, but what I do know is moving into 2022, they're looking to partner up and go public with, well, Gores Guggenheim, I believe that's how you say it. They're taking them public. That's the gossip. So right now, as you can see, there's news being published out there, which has recently caused this price action, hitting a high of 16.41. As we come back down, testing that $13 or so, we can, you know, I just think it's a good price. If you look at NEO, we got Tesla, we got the recent ones that have just started moving, which was Lucid, we got Canoe. There's just so many other names out there. Rivian, I think that's Rivian, whatever how you say that. And all these cars are moving up, you know, moving up fast. A lot of price action. And right now, this one's at a low. Fisker still hasn't really moved up. I think it's like at $20 or so, but I'm looking at their cars. They got some nice cars here. You know what I'm saying? Let's just glance at one of these real quick. Look at that. That's a nice ride, right? Polestar. I mean, y'all want to do some of y'all's own little, you know, homework, man. Do y'all's homework. Check out these cars. But GGPI, y'all. This is one I'm looking to hold long term, and I'm gonna be grabbing shares of these. As you know, I got a little extra money to play with. I'm gonna start just grabbing them here and there. Before we get to these $30, $40, $50 ranges, you know, I'm looking to cap where I can. I'm gonna capitalize on this price now. So I just wanted to throw that one out there. We got a lot of others here on the watch list. ALF, let's keep an eye on ALF. QLGN is coming down to a low, a lot of volume today, but I really think we can push this one closer to these all-time highs. RSLS, I'm looking for a breakout soon on this one. BMRA is another good one here. Aquest Therapeutics, AQST. Oh man, the list goes on and on. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. But we'll definitely fill y'all in, you know, as we move forward. Can't always discuss every single stock out on the market, man. But I got a lot of favorites here. You know, I'm always got my nose into something. I read a lot, do a lot of research, a lot of homework. Just gotta understand what's going on out here, y'all. We're trying to make some money, so you gotta do your homework. You gotta research on what you're doing here, as you know where you're putting your money. But off the back, man, hopefully this video here did y'all a little justice there. I know these are some quick picks we're talking about, but moving into next week and in the new year, I really feel like we're gonna see some good gains on these stocks, and just kind of want to call it out, throw them in y'all's face, add it to y'all's watch list if they're not already up there, And just let me know what y'all think. Feedback's welcome. Go ahead and comment below, and I'll put 2 videos up here that correlate to these videos I'm publishing today, as far as, you know, the previous discussions we had on these, you know. But yeah, y'all, appreciate y'all taking the time and tuning in with me this afternoon, and we'll catch up again real soon. Peace out.